What is up, YouTube? This is Angel here from Strength is First. In today's video, we're going to be discussing training through pain. Should you or should you not? And this is the disclaimer for the video. Do not take this advice as medical or professional advice. I'm just sharing my experience with you in terms of how I dealt with certain pains and certain aches. If your pain is lingering, constant, doesn't seem to be getting better, it's not going away, please seek a medical professional for a consultation. Now, training through pain is quite interesting because as you gain more years of experience lifting in the gym, it's bound to happen. Currently 9 years into the game, and it's going to be 10, 1 decade next year. So I do want to share my insight as I break down how I trained through pain or what I did with pain into different phases of where I felt it. So this first section would be, I would be feeling pain outside the gym. So you can infer that because it's that serious, you felt it outside the gym. You feel it during the warm-ups, working sets, after the gym, all of that. So in this situation, it's a no-go for me. Why would I take away resources my body is using to keep me healthy and I'm performing extra movements? That just doesn't make sense. It never made sense. So that's why that's a no-go for me. I never trained like that. Now, if I was having no pain outside the gym, this is the second scenario. No pain in the gym, but I had pain during warming up. I went about it two ways. Earlier on in my career, in my first couple years of lifting, I would try to push it a little bit because I had no base of reference. And thankfully that worked out because the pains and aches I felt weren't that serious. So it kind of just went away on its own. So I had two outcomes with that. If I had a little bit of aches during warming up, it either just went away or it kind of just, actually three then, kind of went away, kind of increased a little bit, but not severely, or it kind of just stayed the same and I just trained normally. And I would just chalk it up with just minor aches and just heavy training at the time for my level. So that's what I did. But nowadays, as I'm training now, I'm revising my program, making sure that everything I'm doing is efficient and not burning out excess energy, I find myself shying away from it. So if I have pain during warm-ups, I just wouldn't train that exercise anymore. I just skip to the next one. In the past, I would be worried that it would affect my long-term progress. Maybe it does, but at this point, longevity is key, and missing one exercise in 10, 15, 20-year cycle a couple of times, that's not gonna make or break your long-term progress. So you can rest easy and just continue moving forward with making sure you're healthy. Now, the situation beyond that one is that you feel no pain outside of the gym, you feel no pain during the warm-ups, but you feel pain during the working sets. Now, for me, that is a clear-cut no. I would just stop, I would just skip the exercises. I've done that when I was a beginner, and I'm still doing that now because the weight is heavy enough that you can seriously cause some damage. So that for me didn't make sense to push anything at all, no matter how strong or no matter what I had planned that day. And thankfully that never happened to me too often, so I didn't have to debate myself on that. But I always knew that pushing it for a working set when you're in pain is not a good idea. The last situation I have for training with pain is that no pain outside the gym, no pain during warm-ups, no pain during the set, but I do have pain after the working sets or after the gym. Currently dealing with that now, and I'm split 50-50. So for certain exercises where the pain is improving day to day, I would still train. But for, let's say I had an accessory exercise like a sumo deadlift. The conventional deadlift is my main deadlift stance. If I was feeling pain after the working set, I would just stop it right there and I just stop the exercise and move on. So I'm still split for that. And again, thankfully, these injuries, these minor strains, these minor aches aren't progressing to something very severe where I'm taking complete time off away from the gym, but I just want to share my insight on what I've been doing and how I've been able to stay in the game for at least 9 years. And thank you all for listening. See you guys in the next video.